Creating engaging and interactive course content is easier than ever. Today we'll explore the Content Designer, a powerful tool that helps educators build dynamic learning experiences. Throughout the module and in the following documents, we'll explore the different blocks that you have available to you in the Content Designer, starting with the content block, the knowledge check, and the HTML block. Let's get started. In the content block, you can add a variety of items. Let's take a look here. Now that we're in our document, let's go ahead and take the tour. I'm going to edit the content. And as we're putting any blocks into a document, this is one of the locations where we can add a block. Here is another location over on the side here. So wherever you are in the document, it's pretty easy to add that content. Speaking of which, here is our content block. Go ahead and click on that. And the first part of the content block is designed for adding text. So you've got your text editor options here up front. I figured the best way to go about this is let's go ahead and work through an example, and you can see some of the different things that you can do with the content block. Well, we get a quick preview of the tools here. Let's go ahead and start creating a document though and learn more of them on the fly. I'm going to go ahead and use that content block. I'm going to go in and I'm going to copy and paste some content here that's going to be a heading for the start of my document. Now the way that I got this, you can highlight anything here, you can bold it, you can change the font, and of course you can change what it is actually that you're looking at here. And that gives us kind of a quick preview. We're going to add on more with the title of our document in place. Let's go ahead and add some content. I'm going to click the plus, go to the content block yet again. And we talked about all the different text tools here. Let's go ahead and paste this in here. I'm going to paste in a little quick blurb about AI. And there we go. And then let's go ahead and resize it right away. I'm going to add in another content block. And you can see how I'm kind of breaking this up into different pieces. Let's go ahead and go content. I'm going to add in a table. Before I add that table though, let's say we're going to talk about the AI tools at BTC. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and highlight that. And we're going to make that a subheader. Let's make it a header actually. And then we'll change the color of that to purple, make it bold, all of those good things. And now below that, we're going to go ahead and add a table in. So in your options here, you got the table. You can choose how big you want this table to be. Let's go ahead and just go like 3 by 4. And I'm going to say the first tool, and I'm going to speed this up just for the sake of you not having to watch me create all this, but we'll do a header row. And speeding it up. Okay, so we've got a table that's created. Let's go ahead and get that to fit into the flow of things. So I'm going to shrink this down into 2 columns. We'll drag up the previous block of text that we created. Well, we've had a chance to create some text, a table. Let's go ahead and add an image. This is just going to be for decorative purposes. So I'm going to go into the plus sign. I'm going to add in content. And then we're going to use the image block in particular. And then I'm going to upload from a device, upload file, quickly navigate to my pictures, throw in my AI JPEG, and next, and next. And of course, for accessibility purposes, we're going to go ahead and call this AI design. And we only want it view only, and save. Now I can go ahead and get this sized up. This is looking pretty good. Well, this document is coming along. I've got a header, I got some text, I got a table, I got an image. Let's go ahead and add some video content here. I'm going to start off with some YouTube content, edit, and I'm going to add in another block. Let's do this right here so that's close at hand. I'm going to go to a content block. Let's go to the plus sign, YouTube video. I'm going to search Seedles at Seedle BTC. I'm going to search our channel and scroll down, Ultra Grade Center. We're talking all about AI here, so let's go ahead and add in the Socratic questioning, select, and insert. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and resize this so that it fits into this area. Let's bring this up here, right next door. Let's click into this and perfect. Alright, so we've got our YouTube video in here. Let me save this so we can see what it all looks like. Now you can see we've got our text, we've got our table here, We've got the AI picture or image, and now we got a video that we can play, and then we can go ahead and go full screen with that as well. Let's go ahead and add in another type of video just to cover all of our bases here. Maybe I've got my lecture that I'm going to add on as well. So let's go back up to edit content. I'm going to go down to the bottom, and we're going to add another content block. We're going to go to the plus sign, scroll down so we can see this, go to the content market, and since we're recording in Zoom and most of our recordings are going over to Yuja, we'll go ahead and do the Yuja Media Chooser. And now from here I can go ahead and select a video, and this is going to be the AI course design video that Nick and I did here. We'll add that in. Choose that, and then insert. And let's go ahead and give it a name, AI course design. There we go, and insert. And then we are all good to go and save. So this just about wraps everything up. A quick recap: we added in a heading, we added in some text content, we added in a table, an image, we've got a YouTube video embedded here, we've got another heading, and then we added in a Yuja video, and then another bell and whistle and a little bit of a preview of things to come. We embedded some HTML in the form of a Canva presentation. So that wraps everything up for the content block. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next thing, which will be the knowledge check. Engaging students with their content is a big part of why we're looking at the different aspects of Content Designer. One of the blocks that we're going to look at for engagement specifically is the knowledge check block. So whether it's entry tickets, exit tickets, bell ringers, polls, a Likert scale, multiple choice, true or false, we can use knowledge checks to go ahead and put that together. This is what a knowledge check looks like from the student preview. This is a basic true and false example here. So we got this set up. We can pick knowledge checks are designed to be summative. No, they are not. How often do knowledge checks play a part in your instruction? Again, this is kind of set up as a survey here. I routinely use knowledge checks, and then of course I can submit this. There we go, we've got this all submitted. I'm going to go back and I'm going to hop in. Let's exit out of this, but let's save what we did. Okay, and I'm going to go back into this area as the instructor now, and I'll go down to what is the knowledge check block. We'll take a look at it, and when I scroll down, you can see your students' results here. So this is what it looks like from the instructor viewpoint. We've got 5 out of 9 students that are in this class that have attempted this here. You can see correct answers and that, difficulty. You can see percentages. If you want to use this for on-the-spot engagement, you could literally have these numbers up during class. It's all anonymous. We're not going to see who the student is. And down here, these are the survey results, so we can see a correct answer 100%. So if we have a bunch of students taking this, we can see where they fall into the different areas on this, how comfortable they might be with a certain content that you have been working on in your course. If we want to create a knowledge check from scratch here, and it's very similar to all the other blocks that we've been working with. I'm going to go ahead and edit the content. I'm going to go between these two and go to the plus. And we have the knowledge check block right here. I'm going to click into that. If I want to do true or false, it's pretty good there. I can go ahead and enter in true and false for the options. If I want to do more like a survey, I've got to kind of round this out and keep adding options on as I get more choices in here to survey them with. If I want to do kind of like a Likert scale, I'm not going to get the actual like slider left to right range kind of interaction with this, but I could say, you know, never, likely, always, you know, on the other end, and I can set this up with 2 extremes and then, you know, round out the other ones. And I can move these up and down, so if I do these out of order, I can move them around and all of that. Now, anytime I've got a correct answer, I can indicate that it's a correct answer. In the case of the true and false, obviously I'm going to pick one or the other. In the case of a survey, I'm going to check all of these, and any one of these could be the correct answer. And then I can put down here, like, instead of that's correct for a survey, I can say thanks for sharing, or thanks for your feedback. Okay, and then I go ahead and I save that. Now let's go ahead and get rid of this one. It's not going to say anything. I'm going to go ahead and just say thanks for your feedback again in here. Not that anyone's going to get a wrong answer because I checked all the boxes. and I click save. I should probably enter something in here just as a placeholder and something into this one as a placeholder. And now I enter a question. How do you feel about knowledge checks? And question mark. There we go. And save. I got all the aspects of it. It shows up in here. And I don't have to do anything to affect its visibility. It lives within the document. And now students can interact with this, and you can get some on-the-spot engagement, feedback, a quick check for understanding, however you want to use this, but this might be a great tool for breaking up instruction. Up next in our exploration of Content Designer is the HTML block. Here you can see we're in Copilot, and we're typing out a prompt. Okay, we're going to build a counter that counts down to April 15th, 2026. It generates the code for us, and now what we're going to do is we're going to copy that code. And you're going to see this pattern over and over. I'm going to come back to Blackboard. I'm going to add an HTML block, and I'm going to paste the code from Copilot in here, and voila, we've got a time remaining in the Ultra transition counting down, and it is now an active block in the content. Now we're over in YouTube, and we're going to embed a YouTube video here. We're copying the code that YouTube makes it so easy to copy, hopping back over to Blackboard, hitting the plus sign, creating yet another HTML block, and then pasting that in there, and there we go. Now, of course, just a quick reminder, we can customize all these content blocks here and get them to fit just so. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Canva. And in Canva, we're going to share a presentation. Instead of downloading it, we're going to go to the extra features and we're going to embed the Canva presentation. The top one is the one that works with Blackboard, which is embed the HTML code. We copied it, we came back. We're going to create another HTML block and we're going to paste it in there. The moment we click outside of this block, we can see we've got a Canva presentation. And after saving it, now we'll be able to go ahead and we'll be able to click through this presentation. There we go. And you can see the different slides as we go here. For the final example here, this is actually a website, so I went to W3 Schools and generated some code here, and it's just a generic site where you selected it all, copied the code, and now back in Blackboard, we're going to go ahead and again, we're going to create another HTML block. We'll paste that code in there, we'll click out of there, and there we go. We've got a working website built into the content of our Content Designer. Thank you for watching the Seidel production on mastering the Content Designer in Blackboard Ultra. We hope you found this tutorial helpful and are excited to apply these tips to enhance your course content. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from Seidel. If you have questions or suggestions for future videos, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy designing.